Good morning. How are you all doing today? I am stoked to be on here this morning and chatting with you. The topic that I want to talk about today is rest, because I think rest is so important. Rest is at the crux of everything that we do. I also say mindset is too, because I agree mindset is also at the crux of that. But when I think about rest and why it's so important is that it's fundamental in your success and it's fundamental in your growth. Rest sometimes gets this bad rap. I really feel like people think about rest and are like, I don't really need to slow down. I can just do all of the things. I'm really busy. I have a lot of tasks, right? We have a lot of things to do. You may have kids, you have a business, you might have a career as well. You might be in a 9-to-5 as well. And so you might be doing all of these different things and putting all of these different pieces together. And hello, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you so much for joining. Today we're talking about rest and how it's so important for your business and your growth. And I was just saying that when you have so many responsibilities in a day. You're a business owner, you are a CEO, you have a career, you may have a 9-to-5, you may have kids, you may be a partner, a significant other, you probably have family that you love to see. And so what happens is you have all these different tasks and all these different responsibilities, and all of these responsibilities lead up to one thing, and it's that you have to allocate your time into different areas so that you can serve all of the people and all of the things that require your time and attention, right? And so with the idea of rest, and why I think that it's so important is that we don't give ourselves enough time to have enough of it, right? Think of how many days that you've worked when you wake up, and as soon as you wake up, you just roll into the next thing. You go straight to the shower, you have a shower, you brush your teeth, you make your breakfast, you get in your car, you drive to work. Or if that's not your story, especially right now because we're in a pandemic, perhaps you get up, you roll into the shower, you go and have your breakfast, and you go into work, your work, your job, your business, whatever. And then you do the full day, and then after that you have to make dinner for your family, you have responsibilities at home, so on, so on. So by the time you get to relax and rest, it's probably 9 or 10 o'clock, right? So it's how do we create more time and space in our life every single day to balance and bring in this idea and theme of rest so that you can actually create more abundance, create more time, create more freedom in your life. Because if you don't create time and space for rest to happen in your life every single day, you're not giving yourself the time to recharge. You're not giving yourself the chance for your ideas to flow and become creative. You're not giving yourself the time and space to move your body in ways that you want to, not because you have to. You know what I mean? You're not really giving yourself the time to enjoy your life. And the idea of rest is something that I really struggled with for a really long time, because I felt that in order to be successful, in order to feel valuable, in order to feel worthy, that I had to be busy all the time, that I had to constantly be grinding it out, constantly be struggling, constantly being burnt out. And that's just simply not the case. And when you bring in some more time to create and to lean into what it is that you want to do, when you wake up with ease, when you wake up without stress, you're creating this beautiful scenario in your life that you get to bring in more balance. You get to bring in more time for the people and the things that you love. And I think this is so crucial to any business's success, but also to any person's success. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't pour back into the cups of other people. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't give more to other people. You can't create the next biggest idea. You can't create that big breakthrough that you want for your life, your dreams, your business. It just simply won't happen because you're not giving yourself the chance to take a step back and to look at things from an objective perspective and understand what it is that you're doing. What are you spending your time doing? Why are you spending your time that way? And then once that sort of framework gets put out there, once you realize how you're spending your time and what you're doing with your time, then you can start to assess and you can start to figure out where are the pieces that can maybe let go a little bit. What are the structures that you've created that are no longer working for you anymore? What are the plans that, you put and you set for yourself in the regimented schedule that just simply don't align anymore, right? Because we have to create schedules in our lives for specific things. I'm not saying that you don't, because I live by planning out my schedule because I feel like it's necessary in order for me to feel that sense of accomplishment, and in order for me to feel like I know that I've done all that I can that day and done all of my tasks for the day, right? But what happens is when you're go, go, go all the time, and you're not taking some time to step backwards, to take a look at what it is in your life that needs attention right now, you can't move forward because you're going to be stuck in this idea of all these shoulds and how everything should be, right? And so instead of perhaps living in what you should do every day, think about more what you want to do. What brings you that joy? People ask me all the time, how do you find purpose? How do you become happier? How do you find happiness? This idea of happiness is fake. And it's not fake. The happiest people are the ones, I think in my opinion, are the ones who tune into themselves and listen to what it is that they truly want, and then they go out and create that. Because ultimately, and I wrote about this yesterday in my post that I posted on my Instagram, you do not need to live a life of shoulds. You do not need to live a life, thank you for the love, you guys, I love you guys. You do not need to live a life of shoulds based off of somebody else's idea or perception or perspective of what you should be doing every single day. I hate the idea of shoulds, and I don't use the word hate very often, but I truly, truly, truly do. Because who said that you need to spend your time doing all of these specific things in all of these specific ways, spending your time the way you don't want to? You are at the center of your life, and you have responsibilities to other people. Absolutely. I'm not saying that you don't. But what I am saying is that you have responsibilities to other people. But the person you're most responsible to is your own self. The person that you are most accountable to is yourself, because you're the one who's creating your reality. You're the one who's creating your dream, right? So how can you create any of these things? How can you create anything in your life if you're not putting yourself firstly at the center, but secondly, if you're not putting your well-being, your mental well-being, spiritual well-being, physical well-being at the crux and at the core of everything that you do, right? How can you take care of others? How can you spend more time in your business? How can you create more if you're not giving yourself the chance just to sit back and enjoy all the things that you've created? And this is a huge, huge, huge thing that I did not do for the longest time. I never took a step back to be proud of my accomplishments. I never took a step back to take a look at all of the things that I did and how grateful I was that everything happened the exact way that it did. So what I'm saying today is, I know it's Tuesday. I know it's the middle of the week. I know that we all have a lot of things going on and we're doing lots of different things. What I am saying though is find the time and the space in your life today just to give yourself a few minutes to rest, to recharge, to sit back, to enjoy, and to find the absolute deepest gratitude for where you are right now. And I guarantee you, your perspective is going to change and your mindset is going to start to change. So I'm leaving you with this today. Thank you so much for all of the love. Let me know if you have any questions. This is going to be posted on YouTube, on my Instagram page, and also on my private Facebook community. So if you have any questions anywhere, just let me know. I'm happy to answer everything and anything. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time.